do get weird. What was that? It sounded like an explosion in my headphones.
That was my mouth.
Uh,
That's what my mouth sounds like.
Happy Monday, everybody. Slightly happier Monday than most.
Ooh, there's a host raffle in our chat.
Host raffle?
Yeah, I can see him.
Don't know what that means.
I see him. I see him in there. I see you. Body, bot, bot, bot. Play some Duck and Slayer.
Body bot.
Said Nick.
Body bot. What's that?
Boy! Stay weird. Word. We stay word.
It'd be nice to learn like an acoustic version of some Slayer sometime.
Yeah, maybe. I like that Nick right out the gates was just like, heckle! All right. Quack in blood, he said.
Wang, wang, wang. Wang, wang, wang.
So, guys, it's been one hell of a weekend.
Yes, indeed. Not only did an election go not bad, we also streamed for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And we got the news like right before the stream is when they called the election. And so it ended up being a 24-hour nerd celebration of raising funds for the UK Kentucky Children's Hospital, which along with our teammates, I think there were, maybe 5 or 6 of us that did the 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
A couple folks are going to do their streams this weekend. The team is not even done raising funds yet. That's the point. But of the like 6 or 7 of us that streamed the 24-hour stream on Saturday and Sunday, our team raised over
$6,764.
$6,764 for the UK Kentucky Children's Hospital. It was a blast. It went better than any of us expected it to. Got to play a bunch of new games that we'd never played before, and I got to do a bunch of multiplayer stuff with our teammates. We did Among Us with the team when we had been awake for 26 hours. Oh, and it got stupid. Of course, you can see the VODs and all that on the channel. It was so much fun. We had a great time. We're definitely going to do it again next year. Hopefully, maybe next year, we can do it in person like they traditionally do. But yeah, Extra Life, check it out. It's a great organization, great causes all over the country. Yeah, you do need to get Smash so we can play.
Get some Smash.
It was the first time we did 4 a.m. Smash Bros. And nobody was really watching on my stream anyway. I think a few people were on Taylor and Steve's, but it's the first time I've gotten to like play Smash with friends since getting it, because we didn't get our Switch till after COVID started. Yeah, it was so much fun, and I would love the chance to get my ass kicked by you, Nick.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Our team ranked currently is 172 out of over 5,000 teams.
Over 5,000 teams.
Yeah.
Our little Lexington, Kentucky team
172.
ranked 172.
Top 200.
That's so exciting.
Hey, Maple Muffin.
Maple Muffin.
A Maple.
A Maple Muffin.
Yeah.
A Maple
They
Muffin.
arrived.
How you doing? Thanks for coming down. Jake rewatched the stream. Hell yeah.
Yes.
We had a lot of fun. There was like a clear delineation of skill. There were like 3 tiers of skill, which is like people who have played Smash but don't play Smash, and then pretty much me in the middle, and then the people who are like fucking good at Smash.
Right.
I think I won like 2 matches.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Well, and in case you didn't see Eric's post earlier, we did decide to move the makeup lesson
Yes,
to
indeed.
next week, just because it was such a whirlwind.
Been
this
so
past
much
weekend.
shit, y'all. So much shit.
So yeah, we'll follow up with that next week, probably around the same time, 6:30ish.
That's right. Because we met our second sub goal, so that means it's time for another
Yay!
makeup stream. And we wanted to be able to do it right, and I didn't feel like I could do it right tonight. It's last weekend with the fucking. I was more glued to watching the numbers come in than I wanted to be, but it's all I could focus on, so it's what I did for like 3 days, and it was, it worked out. It paid off. But anyway, we all cope how we need to.
Bring back Sad Wing.
Buddy Hot, Sad Wing. We will. We're going to do that next Monday. We're doing the next makeup tutorial for the next sub goal. And y'all, we're already on our way to number 3. And if you want to make that happen, you can sub below. You know how to sub. Or let your friends know about the channel. We'll get the followers. We'll do the makeup streams. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Anyway, should probably play a song. Let's start with an original. Warm up a little bit because, you guessed it, I'm underprepared. Ooh. Yup.
It's fine.
I watched the sunrise last night. For all my trying, couldn't get her off my mind. The way she looked in the moonlight, tears run down her face to meet her smile. That smile I broke for my own wretched life. To keep her blind to a cold, greedy mind. Now the ashtray is lonely tonight. Now the lick stained camel of the night. Stained camoon of the night. Yeah, there you go. That's an original song. It's on our album. You can get it on Bandcamp. You can listen to it on Spotify and Amazon and Apple Music and all that crap.
Woo.
Yeah. Getting into it. Feeling
That
okay.
blister just like popped up on my finger again.
Oh
It's
no.
really, really cool
It
looking.
re-blistered. Oh,
Yes.
darling, that's so bad.
So you guys did this really cool thing earlier today where, so Eric and I had a little bit of a cleaning day today. When you sit in your own gunk for 24 hours straight, doing nothing but eating snacks and playing video games, things get a little crusty, a little stale. So we did a clean on the living room today, and in the middle of that, I have these really nice lamps from the 70s that my mom got me that she had bought originally. And I had purchased these lampshades, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, they're old. I got them at like a thrift store, and they were fraying on the edges. And I was like, well, okay, I'm just gonna, I have a craft room. I can fix this. I can cut these frays, and I can like glue on some really pretty like lace or something, something to like jazz it up, right? So I go to do that, and I put this really pretty gold thread on it with my hot glue gun, and then I stick the top of my finger, directly into one of the glue globs.
Glue glob.
Which then immediately blistered and popped all at once. And then now it has re-blistered, and it doesn't hurt at all now, but it's very strange looking. I'll post a picture of it on the Discord.
Join us on the Discord, where we have a lot of fun looking at pictures of each other's blisters.
That was my story.
It's
Monday Melancholia. That's my sad story today.
I want us to be that Discord. The one that nobody goes to very often, but when they do, there's just shit you don't see in most Discords.
Well, like, nobody asked for that. That's, yeah.
Everybody on Discord and on Twitch is so, like, fucking wholesome. And it's not a bad thing. I actually think it's a really cool thing. I was thinking about it earlier today. How without it being a rule or, like, anything, like, there's no FCC oversight. There's no extreme community standards. I can get on here and say fuck and talk about shit and, do whatever I want and talk about the money that we make and how it comes in from Twitch and politics and bullshit and say horrible, terrible things. But, and there's no rules against it. But for the most part, Twitch is like super fucking squeaky clean. And so is Discord by extension. And I feel a little out of place in it sometimes. But I also think it's kind of neat. But I just, I like being a part of it kind of, on the side and a little gross.
Well, Zach, we're the same person, so that makes sense.
If that doesn't just define most of our out of context. I really like that comment.
There, photo in the stream chat.
All right. Check out the Discord for, blister pics. This song is for, I think it was Nick that wanted this last week, and I didn't have it in me. And I sort of half-assedly ran over it today. So maybe I have it now. Maybe not. I might have to stop and think of words for a second or chords. I might fuck it up. I don't know. We'll be on the journey together. I think it was Nick that wanted it. Maybe it was Nate. I don't really remember. I'm going to give it to Nick anyway.
Yeah.
Because Nate ain't here. Wish me luck. Because I also don't remember what key I did this in initially. So I'm just going to kind of pick one and hope my voice holds out. take off our clothes and they'll be playing Two-headed boy. The stories unto grief. The world that you need is wrapped in gold and silver sleeves, left beneath Christmas trees in the snow. I will take you and leave you alone, watching spirals of light softly glow over your eyelids, and all you did was wait until the point when you let go. Dee, It's the best mouth trumpet I got. It's kind of a mouth French horn. Gross. Neutral Milk Hotel. Two-headed boy. Better than it would have been last week if I'd tried. And it was. I remembered when I got to the second verse that it was, in fact, Nick that asked for that. So I'm glad you're here again this week. And that we could make it happen. Welcome if you're joining us. It's Monday Melancholia. We play sad sack songs for sad sack folks that make us feel better about the sad sack times that we live in. Ever so slightly less sad sack this Monday. Trumpet! One of these days I'm going to get Katie to learn all the trumpet on that album.
Oh, okay.
We're going to do like
This is
the
the first
whole
I'm
thing.
hearing of it, so I'll get right on it.
It's all fairly simple. I mean, you could totally play it.
Gotta take my jewelry out.
I know. I feel like every time that I make you play trumpet, we lose your lip jewelry.
That shit's expensive.
That shit's expensive.
I get the good stuff.
Oh, I think I'm putting that down. Am I putting that down? Yeah, I'm going to put that down.
I don't know.
Oh.
Does that mean because you're picking something up?
It is. I'm
What
going
you
to pick
picking
something up.
What are you gonna pick up? What'd you get?
Depends on how many reroos we see in the chat now.
What? What?
I'm going to do it no matter what. It doesn't matter.
Shh! Don't say that. There.
Hey! There we go. Oh, well,
Hey.
those are from you.
I just wanted him to go across the screen. That's all I wanted.
Do you like that reroo? We've got more emotes coming.
Oh my god! I was supposed to already do that. Look.
We've got this one making emotes
Listen.
any week now.
Look and listen.
Hey, Charlie! Good to see you back again, sir.
Charlie still rambles.
That man's been rambling for a minute.
He been rambling.
He's one of the finest damn ramblers I ever did ramble.
What?
I don't know.
You don't ramble, no rambler.
Is that like kidding a kidder?
What? You found out cameras can overheat? What'd you do? Did it explode? Catch fire?
I mean, anything electronic can overheat.
Do you have
under
a fire
the right
alarm
conditions.
and a fire extinguisher?
Yeah, no, I know. I was gonna say I was sorry I missed your stream, but we were in like a really weird fucking sleep pattern coming down from
We had some strange Twilight mode stuff going
from the
on.
24-hour stream. Oh, it was the power source. Yup. It'll happen, dude. Fuck. Off of a camera, that's a fairly low amplitude, 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 fairly low amp piece of equipment. I'd be surprised, but you know, it's still got a transformer in it, and anything that's got a transformer in it fucking can get overheated and burn in the right conditions.
Well,
how'd the stream go otherwise? Though I imagine that was probably a showstopper. Oh my God, I love that those all went straight up. They did not bounce around. They simply rose.
sus.
Oh, sus AF. Oh my God, I'm like way out of position here, y'all. I don't fucking... Everything's in the wrong
Assume
spot.
accordion position.
I'm trying, man.
Let's go.
Shit.
Oh, sure. Just had to switch that Mac webcam.
Yeah, sure. Like you. Damn.
Is that a damn? Oh, there it went. Boo. Across the room.
Everyone said the audio is fantastic. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna check you out in your VOD. Are you putting things on YouTube or anything like that, or just keeping it on the Twitch for as long as Twitch will keep it?
Don't mind me.
Add some stuff to YouTube. Hell yeah.
Just Twitter.
I am behind on the YouTube. Yeah, I got some shit I got to get up there. Hell yeah.
You know, I had this thought as soon as you said that it would be really cool, even when we can be around people, or even if we like tested and made it happen to where we could like have people over and do videos here.
That would be neat.
How cool would that be? Like make some YouTube videos here. And
One of these days.
them sweet collabs.
Them sweet collabs.
Collabs.
Star Silk, I think I might be. He's trying to do some collabs, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
I don't know if Ryan's watching right now, but give the Helicoid channel there a shout out as well.
Is it
yeah,
like, let me make sure I've got this right.
I think it's just Helicoid. Helicoid Music, yeah. Go check out Helicoid Music. That's Funky Flight's music page.
Funky Flats.
His channel. He's fantastic. He's great.
He's
he's real good. I like him a lot. Great. Now. So this song I almost did last week. I didn't write a set list last week because I was even less prepared than I am this week, if you can believe it. But I picked up the accordion and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play that song. I haven't played it in a while, and I'm just gonna knock that out. And I picked it up. I couldn't even remember the first fucking chord. So hell yeah, get on them Discords. Anyway, I fucked around with it this afternoon. We're gonna see how well it goes. This is a song by my buddy out of Silva, North Carolina. Her name is Valerie. She used to play in a band called Hell Blinky. It's called Dumpsters and Dive Bars. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry, I've been here before. It's just early Monday morning and you're walking out the door. La 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 la. And how did I got here? Remember what she said? No, that's not it. It's and I should be old enough by now to remember what. And I should be old enough by now to be getting used to it. But it barely hurts this time. And I know it when I've been drinking. The things I've said without thinking. Kind of words escape my lips without a bit of censorship. And I could be caught procrastinating when you resort to masturbating. Lovely melodies about the way things used to be before me. how that I got here. Don't remember what you said, paranoid and agitated. I find myself alone inside your bed, but I still look for you all over town. In alleys and in bookstores, in dumpsters and in dive bars. La 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 la. And I can admit that I've been drinking all the things I've said without thinking. Kind of words escape my lips without a bit of censorship, and I could be caught procrastinating. We resort to masturbating lovely melodies about the way things used to be before
Yeah.
There's like a half a verse at the end that I totally forgot.
That's
Anyway.
great. You did wonderful.
I did fine. Dumpsters and Dive Bars, Valerie Me, she does much better. You should look her up. The album that one's on is under Ms. Mousy and the Rigmarole, but you can find her on Bandcamp as Tiny Wonder. Thanks for the bits, Charlie. And there's the Discord link for the Helicoid Discord, Mr. Funky Flights. We appreciate you. I'm also, this week, just kind of trying to go through, I wanted to keep tonight mostly to songs that I have only learned since starting the stream in July. I think it was July that we started the stream. So I'm only doing like new songs tonight. So of course they're not quite as ingrained as some of the other shit.
Hi, Cat. Here's looking at you.
Hey, Cat. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Charlie is officially, the month has rolled over.
Yeah, so it's a new bit month.
Charlie with those 100 bits is officially in the first place of bits of the month, bits for the month. If you want to challenge him, I mean, you can see right up there at the very top of the chat, you can see that Slinkus is in first place for the gift subs and Charlie is in first place for the bits. If you'd like to challenge either of those titles, I welcome you to send us bits.
I welcome you.
Or give some gift subs to the community. Everybody appreciates it. That gets the emotes around, and we're working on we're going to be sending in the mail some handwritten notes and some goofy things and for all of our subscribers. And we're getting more and more into rewards and incentives and all that kind of fun stuff. So subscribe if you can, if you want to support the channel. If not, of course.
Oh, he's giving you a run, you guys
Charlie
already.
raising that bar.
He's coming out. He's coming out hot.
He wants to hold on to first place. I see where you're at, Charlie. I appreciate your competitive spirit. And I really like the new GIF that you found for the bits. That's really cute.
It didn't have a sound, though, I don't think. I didn't hear anything.
No, I didn't. Well, of course, we wouldn't hear one because we are only hearing in our headphones what is coming through the microphones. Anywho.
Audio. Cool.
I'm going to try this song. And it's
Squirrel?
It's a bit of a doozy. I'm going to try to remember all the fucking words and get through it and not fuck up and have to stop. But like I said, it's a doozy. Strap in. I love this song. This is I've only played this song on stream once. It was, I think, maybe 3 weeks ago. This is the only song I've ever learned by this band, who's like one of my top 5 most influential artists to me of all time. It's being, of course, is it looking choppy online?
Yeah-oh.
Is it?
Are we chopping?
It could just be because I'm remote accessing the computer on the laptop. Went through your studio monitors because you move around too much. I feel ya. Bleeds a bitch though, especially for a stream. Though for what you do, actually, I bet you can get away with that. I bet it worked out just fine. Looks and sounds juicy. Okay, fine. We're going to go for it. It's just the remote access thing. This song's called Glass Slipper. It's off of an EP that the Dresden Dolls released before they got signed. As so often happens, a lot of their best material is from before they got signed. Not to be that fucking guy, but anyway. Ooh, yep. One's asking to go dancing. It's not like that anymore. It's romantic if they mean it when they shut your fingers in the door. It's a gory sort of story. It's been told 100 times before. It gets tricky. Don't be picky. If the slipper fits, you wear it. How many can I take home tonight without them getting mad? How many stitches do you think it takes to fix a cut that bad? How many minutes until midnight and you get your eyesight back? I've been off it, never moving very much at once. It's been awkward, still offer it when it's that time of shower. How many crimes can I cry, spotting dry before it leaves a stain? How many times say that I love you till it doesn't mean a thing? How many tears must I set low with my big time? How many times until it's go dancing. I'm not that dumb anymore. It's exhausting to keep smiling while your toes are bleeding on the floor. It's a gory sort of story that's been told 100 times before. Don't be sorry, just ignore me, because honestly I'm too sore from fitting exactly to some taking to stand on my own. How many times still have left to fix the way it ends? How many princes do you think it takes to put a girl like this back together again? How many instances can you point out where I was less than kind? How many happy endings do you need to change your fucking mind? And how much time do we have left before it's midnight? And you see that I was never the right side. Disabled emote only for this room.
Yeah, I've decided while you're playing I was going to enable emotes only.
Oh.
So we can only communicate using emotes while you're playing. No words, only emotes.
Well, okay.
But also just found out that that's a thing that I could just do.
The
I can just be like, no.
The Doritos are fun.
I like those.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Buddy had, well.
Buddy hot.
Do you see?
Ooh.
You literally just cursed in the song you sang, so.
I mean, yeah. Does it count for songs too? Also, how long does it last? We got to put how long they last.
No.
in
It's
there.
on there, right? It's in the thing. Hold on.
Got to start putting it in the names of things. I
1
think.
second. Yeah, it's definitely in there though.
10 minutes. Funky flights.
What?
It probably says 5 in the thing. Yes, songs too. That's way harder. What's next?
Yeah, you better do it. Songs too.
Oh man, next is an original and it has a swear in it.
Oh no, swear.
He said a swear. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind.
What?
You should play Creep. F you. Okay. Say, did we find out? Does it say in the thing?
Oh, did you want me to look? I was like, what? Don't you want me to look at that?
I mean, Funky Flight said 10 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
10 flipping minutes. But if it says 5, I'm only going to do 5.
Okay, that one doesn't say, so.
That one doesn't say. Okay,
It's
well,
10 minutes, he said.
we're going to fix that, and it's going to say 5 minutes soon. But
But this time,
because you're the first one to redeem the channel points for that particular reward, it's we're going to give you the whole 10 minutes. Just
all right,
because
starting
we
now.
love you. No
It's
cursing.
8:55.
All right, no cursing for the next 10 minutes. Because Funky Flights. And as it happens, that's just in time for story time.
Well, I'm sure you don't curse in that.
Because we made...
Cheap.
Well, I don't know. I wrote this one a little later than I wrote the last one. You see, as a reward for our community meeting its subscriber goals, shoot. Ha ha.
Gotta time that.
You
the
got
right
you got to
way.
watch your timing, Nick. I'm just saying.
I don't know. He might have
Gonna
said a
have
bad
to,
word.
Gonna have to try again.
It probably said, shoot.
Aw,
something.
dang it.
Oh, dip.
Oh, dip. Okay. So, for those who may not know, we met our first subscriber goal. So I read a piece of original fiction in 3 parts over 3 weeks of streaming. A short novella that I wrote in, I think, the 3rd or 4th grade. It was an untitled fantasy tale, and it ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. And if we meet a big sub goal a little later down the line, we're going to finish that story with the community. We're going to make that happen someday before too long. But we met our second sub goal very shortly thereafter. So we are sliding straight into our next story time segment. And y'all, if you want another one after this, we got to meet our 3rd sub goal, which is going to be 35 subscribers. We're trying to get there by December. You know, if we get there, that'd be awesome. If not, that's totally fine too. We ain't going to stop the show. The show's always going to be free to watch. But if you want to support, it really does help us out a lot. There's a lot of upfront money that we have to put into this thing to even make it work. And so it really helps take the edge off of that. We don't get to pay the bills with it or anything like that, but we do this because we love it. We do it because we've heard for some reason that it means something to some of y'all, which is beyond me. But there you have it. Anyway, so because we met sub goal number 2, tonight we begin what may take 4 or 5 parts. This one's a little more extensive because I was a little older when I wrote this one. I believe I was in the 8th or 9th grade. It would have been probably about 2002. I was into The Matrix, and I was playing Parasite Eve. And I think also maybe I had discovered the Anita Blake books, and all of those things shined through quite heavily in The Fallen Angels. It was cold. I gotta get a better reading light for these. Okay. It was cold. It was too cold for her blood. Why had they asked her here? Why her? Why now? All she knew was that she didn't want to be here. Kat spun as she heard something rattle in the bushes. Was it them? Had they come for her? What was going to happen? Would they take her? Where would they go? A small rabbit jumped out, twitching its nose. Kat let out a long sigh of relief. Catherine Willis. Kat nearly jumped out of her pants with fright. She whirled back and stared at the dark figure before her. Yes, I'm Kat. I'll need you to follow me now, the figure said. It sounded calm, collective. I think I meant collected, but I definitely said collective. Why did you send for me? She managed to stammer, nervous beyond belief. Follow me now, Miss Willis. His voice stayed stone cold. She couldn't make out his face in the light, only that he was a very large man. Why did you call for me? The figure came closer. He looked down at her. There was no way she could get away, but she couldn't help it. Something inside told her to run. She shot off to one side of the huge man. She sprinted around the stones. God, she hated this place. The remnants of forgotten statues strewn about. It was a graveyard, a cemetery for statues. Goldeneye. Oh, that's from Goldeneye. None of that crossed her mind now, even though it's apparently crossing mine as I narrate her inner monologue, but none of it crossed her mind. Now, all she could think about what was going to happen if that man got her. The large man calmly walked after her. The girl would come, whether she liked it or not. She would come. She couldn't get away. Not from him. Kat darted in between the statues. She had to get away from him. She had to get away. She had to find someone who could help her. This was New York. There had to be a cop around somewhere. She ran for the gate. She had to reach it. She had to get away. She had to find someone who could... He had her now. She couldn't escape. He'd take her in and get his reward. They'd use her to find what they needed, and the real prize would be his. Kat leapt into the air. She grabbed the rim of the fence as her body was smashed against the wire. She pulled with all of her worth. Why had she come here in the first place? Why had she agreed to meet them? Why? She pulled her weight over and flung herself to the ground. Needles landed all around her, ricocheting off the pavement. They were shooting at her. With needles, apparently. I don't really remember where this goes. She sprung to her feet and ran even harder than before. She turned the corner and bolted down a narrow alley. There was the main road. Surely someone would help her. If I was really setting this in New York, I would have named the street. She turned her head to see if the man was still on her tail. He wasn't. She thought she must have lost him at the fence. Suddenly, she felt two icy, gloved hands grip her shoulders. Kat looked at her captor. That's an annoying sentence. Kat looked at her captor. He had followed her, and somehow he had beaten her here. It was all over now. He lowered his face to hers and made it... He lowered his face to hers and made it seen in the light. I'll need you to come with me now, Miss Willis. She looked into his eyes. A cold fear came over her. It couldn't be. It simply couldn't. You! All went black. 3 weeks earlier. Hey, Kat, the guard said as she flashed him her ID card. Hey, Mickey, she replied, stepping through the door as he buzzed her in. She walked through the narrow hallways, listening to the ever-present sound of typing. She took a passing glance into one of the small cubicles. An officer was filing a report. She took a right, a left, and another right. This routine grew quite monotonous after a while. The NYPD 6th Division headquarters never changed, and neither did that look. Every day as she walked by in the morning, Steve, the clerk, would give her this sick, lustful look. He had asked her out on numerous occasions, never successful. He'd finally given up and taken up to worshiping her from afar. God, she hated men like him. Was already onto the incel shtick in 8th grade. When she finally got there, she gave 3 quick taps on the door, then poked her head in. "Excuse me, Chief," she said, inadvertently interrupting his phone conversation. Hun, can you hold on a second?" he said, placing his hand over the receiver. "Yeah, Kat, they wanted you in the rec room." She quickly removed her head and shut the door. She wasn't, of course, really wanted in the rec room. That was code. Whenever someone said the rec room, they meant she was needed in special ops, and that could only mean one thing: the Ravens. This was almost competent up till this point, and it gets rather middle school fantastical from here. Most of the time, Kat was a normal street cop, leading drug raids, answering domestic calls, handing out speeding tickets. The same cops lead drug raids and hand out speeding tickets. It's the same. It's just cop shit. It's what cops do. Most of the time, Kat was a normal street cop, leading drug raids, answering domestic calls, heading out speeding tickets, that sort of thing. However, she was also part of a secret organization, NYPD Special Forces Unit N, otherwise known as the Ravens. The Ravens weren't so much a division of the NYPD, even though they NYPD Special Forces Unit N, as they were the United States CIA. They did a lot of undercover work, which was one of the reasons Kat never wore a uniform and kept her gun and badge concealed, as well as dealing with homeland terrorism. They were formed 4 years ago after the terrorist bombings of the World Trade Center. I always set my stories like 2 or 3 years ahead of when it actually was. Kat walked into the women's restroom on the first floor. It was empty. That was good. She knew the room was bugged, so she tried to be as careful as possible. She walked into a stall and locked the door behind her. She tried to flush the toilet, but it wouldn't go. That wasn't surprising. This toilet was always clogged. It was like that for a reason. How very clandestine. She walked back over to the storeroom and unlocked it with her special key card. There was a pause while the key card was read, or at least that was what any cameras were meant to think. Kat felt a small shock in her hand. Now any electronics in the room were temporarily out. Now she opened the door and stepped inside, shutting it quickly behind her. Ooh, a little EMP thing. Fancy. That system never ceased to amaze her. When a keycard was inserted into a slot, an electromagnetic pulse was sent out, temporarily shutting down any electronics in the room. She did find it inconvenient that she had to reset her watch every time, though. Well, that dates it. She doesn't have a phone, she has a fucking watch. She walked forward and moved a small cart aside. The point of using a special card was to unlock the panel behind the cart. She lifted the tile and stared directly into the retinal scanner. Rather ponderous scene setting. A small portion of the wall opened to her right. She entered and silently rode the elevator down. At the bottom, the doors opened and she was met with a painfully familiar sight. A long white hallway with a white door at the end. She carefully stepped out of the elevator and proceeded down the corridor. She couldn't stand this part. It always felt like she was being watched from all sides. She could feel the eyes on her, and she quickened her pace. This was also where she always heard the voices. You can't win, Cat. You can't win. Come back to us, Cat. Come back and be with us. We need you. You need us. You know you need us, Cat. She stumbled through the corridor at the end. She had never told anyone about the voices. She didn't even know who or what they were. All she knew was that they only happened there. Phil wanted to see you in his office, Cat, the gate attendant, Kyle, said with a smile. Thanks, Kyle, she replied, opening the door to the main hall. She hesitated. Hey, Kyle? Yeah, he replied, looking up from his magazine again. Do you know what that hallway's for? She asked, gesturing to the hated passage. Not a clue, he replied with a shrug. I'd say it's to separate the elevator and the entryway. No idea why they'd need it to be that long, though. Oh, well, thanks, Kyle. She turned and entered the main hallway. She liked Kyle. He was the only guy at the precinct that hadn't tried to get into her bed, and probably the only one she was even remotely attracted to. He was nice. She walked on to the third door on the left. Punctuation, Eric. She walked on to the third door on the left, the office hall. She found Phil's office and entered unceremoniously. Kat found a chair in front of the desk and plopped down. She put her feet to rest on top of a stack of papers on Phil's desk. She always found it amusing to annoy Phil. Not today, Willis, Phil said seriously, pushing her feet away. He didn't sound annoyed at all. This is serious. Kat was suddenly worried. What could have Phil like this? He was usually so good-humored. Just then, the door flung open and in walked John Michaels, chief officer of the Ravens. Phil stood up gave his chair to Michaels. The chief was followed by a large figure dressed all in black. He was a burly man who looked like he knew how to take care of himself. What's up, John? Kat asked, a worried expression coming over his face. Most of the Ravens were on a first-name basis. Wrong. Your new case, he replied. All this over a new case? John slid a thick folder across the desk. Kat picked it up and started looking through it. We need you to find someone. A big someone. Kat looked through the folder. On the third page was the picture of a large man. Only one thing was written under the name in all caps. Y'all, I couldn't name shit for shit, and I was into the Matrix, apparently. The name in all caps, Morpheus. He goes by the alias Morpheus. We don't know his real name. To be perfectly honest, we don't know much at all. She flipped through the pages. Nearly all of it was blank. There was a brief crime history consisting mostly of unknown. No, I didn't swear. Did I swear? I didn't swear. I swear I didn't swear. You'll never know. It's live entertainment. You can't go back and watch it and find out. She flipped through the pages. Nearly all of it was blank. There was a brief crime history consisting of unknown. About the only thing she found in the file were his alias and a few sighting locations. It is past 10 minutes. That's... fuck yeah. I'm glad y'all are sticking with us and paying attention. Let's see. Oh, and that's good because I just got to a swear word in the story. Only cussing for 5 minutes. We'll work it in there, Charlie. So why the hell's this guy so big? We obviously don't know what he did. Kat wasn't exactly sure why everyone was so solemn. Well, John began, we do know that he's affiliated with an organization known as the Fallen Angels. They're pretty hardcore. They're pretty hardcore. Oh, now I've lost my place. I was on hardcore. So where's the file on these guys? Locked up in some computer somewhere in the NYCIA headquarters. It's eyes-only material. Not even I have clearance. Just about the only person who does is the president. Hardcore! So why don't we find these fallen angels and wipe them out? Kat asked. This just kept getting more and more confusing. That's what the CIA does. They find criminal organizations and wipe them out. Justice. Phil broke in now. Because we're ordered not to by the president herself. Aw. How about that? Because we're ordered not to by the president herself. I have signed the order if you'd like to see it. No, but, now she was really confused. They're a terrorist group, right? Not in so many words, Phil said. They're more of a syndicate, really. Like an even more secretive mafia. They're not a terrorist organization. They're a syndicate, like a more secretive mafia. Yikes. Why the president is protecting them is beyond me. So why this guy? Why do I have to find him? We're not sure either, John said. All they told us was to bring him in under any conditions except dead. That and to do whatever's necessary to find him. All righty, but she was still curious about one more thing. What is it? John asked. I still don't get why the president wants to protect the organization. There's every type of rumor coming in off the street, Phil replied, slowly pacing the room. Some are saying they pay him off. Some say they really have... I mean, the president's gender changed from the last two paragraphs. Some say they pay him off. Some say they really have his kids and that got killed in the plane wreck. What? Some say they really have his kid that got killed in the plane. Oh, okay. Some say they're paying him off. Some say they really have his kid that got killed in that plane wreck last year. A lot of people are saying they've got dirt on him. Still, some say that he works for him. A lot of people seem to know about this for there to be so many rumors. So in other words, we don't have a freaking clue. I wrote freaking. Exactly. He set himself down on a chair in the corner. And how exactly am I supposed to find this Morpheus anyway? Kat wasn't exactly sure what was going on here, so she figured she'd just do her job and find the guy. The way you found all the other people you have, John said, leaning back in the chair. Yeah, but I usually have something to go on, not just a street name. In any case, John sat up and slid her a piece of paper. Take this and get to work. All your usual sources. Do what you have to. Just find him. Kat looked down at the paper in her hands. It was a signed warrant to search any and all property that she saw fit for the next 2.5 weeks. Jesus Christ. How the hell did you get this? Okay, at least I appreciated that was a weird thing to have. How the hell did you get this? She asked, wondering where such a warrant could come from. The feds really want this guy, Phil explained. Oh, and by the way, this is your partner for the assignment, Frederick Johnson Jr. Oh, I've always been bad at naming things. The feds wanted one of their own on it, too. Hey, Fred. Kat turned to shake the large man's hand. He just looked at her. Okay. She put her hand awkwardly back in her lap. Well, John said, you better get to it. And I think right there is where we're going to leave it this week. They're going to get to it. Kat and, what's the full fucking name? Frederick Johnson Jr. So be sure to tune back in next week as we continue the adventures of Kat and her new partner from the feds. Even though she works for the CIA, the feds want their own person on it because her NYPD CIA credentials aren't fed enough.
Sus.
Frederick Johnson Jr. Sus AF. Oh, Jesus, y'all. Oh, thanks for sticking with us through that. That's story time. Fiction that I wrote as a child reading for sub goals. I wrote that one again, I think 8th or 9th grade, neighborhood of 2002.
While we have a second here, if there is anyone here, I mean, maybe I'm only talking to Nick, but if there's anyone here that lives in Lexington, we do have a friend who is kind of struggling at the moment, but they are asking for donations in exchange for food. It's Jesus. Mm-hmm. The restaurant apparently got shut down for a minute. So he has everybody like sharing this post around. So he runs IP&J Cuban. So I just placed an order that will be delivered to our door tomorrow. He's doing $5, get you beans and rice. And it's essentially, he's like, free food with donation. Yeah, $10 gets you like a Cuban sandwich, which is amazing. $10 gets you, or $20 gets you 10 pastelitos that come in like 4 different varieties, and they all sound amazing. So just throwing that out there.
Oh, hell yeah, Nick. That's awesome.
Yeah, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, he's an incredible chef. And if you want to support him and maybe help keep his business alive, hopefully, yeah, I'm sure Katie's going to post where you can help out with that.
Yeah, he actually he was able to get his pastelitos in at Cup of Commonwealth, I think, and also 3rd Street stuff.
Oh, cool! So you
and
can
they
buy them
sold
there.
out like both days.
That's fantastic. That's very good news. Yeah, there you go. You can see right there in the chat where to check that out. Get some food from Jesus. He's an incredible chef, and he deserves your support. Gonna do a couple more songs here, and we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Of course, it's Monday Melancholia. We do this every week. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern. This is gonna be an original song that I wanted to do again this week because butchered it a few weeks ago, and I've done it once or twice since then. It keeps needing redemption. There's an original song off of our album called Caravan Discordia. The track is called Oh Discordia. Fingers crossed. Don't mind me. Just have to make sure everything's unmuted.
Standing in the cold, folding down the tent poles.
my dream. Kindness blows in that baleful wind. The veil torn asunder by the rain and the thunder as the world comes flooding in. I'll never cry for sleeping now. All my wants are sorry and plain. While our world of light and power ends among the bullets, the wine and the rats shit. Wheels bounce ever down this hateful road. Time to cut our heels and snarls like a beast as its hunger grows. See devils drown in fire as a badlands burn and the river rips apart at the seams. I'll never cry for sleeping now. All our words are sorry and plain. While our world of light and power ends among the bullets, the wine and the rat shit. We sing la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. I'll never cry for sleeping now. All I want are sorry and plain. While our world of light and power ends on the bullets, the wine and the rat shit. A weird, a funny, a strange and see. Ah, thanks for the bits, Charlie. Thanks very much.
I don't know why Moobot said that.
Thanks, Moobot. Oh, well.
We're done with that Moobot. Oh my god.
I know why Moobot said that. It's because
Yeah,
we
well.
haven't updated Moobot since we stopped doing that thing that we did. Oh, Extra
Man.
Life was so much fun.
Man,
If you donated to our Extra Life, thank you so much.
thank you for the sweet donos. Sweet donos.
Them donos, though.
Dim donos.
Oh, Extra Life really was. It was so great. We played with a great group of people, the Lexington Floor Gamers. We raised a bunch of money for Kentucky Children's Hospital. I'm going to be putting out some posts pretty soon about a more personal fundraiser for another children's hospital.
Baha. Yes.
I'm going to get that organized over the next week or two. We're going to do a little fundraiser for the Transgender Health Clinic at the Cincinnati Children's Hospital. I was born at Cincinnati Children's, so they've definitely got a place in my heart. It's a good hospital. I've got a lot of friends and family in the area. I have trans friends and family in the area. And my mom's friend, Karen, yes, her actual name is Karen, informed me that Cincinnati Children's has a transgender health clinic now. It's a new program. It's a new clinic. It was built on grassroots organizing and some fantastic donations, and they always need help and support because not a lot of funding is earmarked for transgender health clinics. And I don't think my mom's friend Karen thought that it was a very cool thing that that they have that, but I think it's a pretty fucking awesome thing that they have that, especially in Cincinnati. It means a lot to me. So maybe we can show Karen what community support looks like and raise a little money for them. So keep an eye out. I'm going to be making some posts about that in the next week or two. And yeah, we're going to do one more song. Like I said, I was trying to do some songs this week that I've only learned since we started streaming some of the newer shit. Hell yeah, Charlie. I know you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, trying to do some of the newer stuff. This is a song I only played on stream once. I learned it for our Labor Day stream. I love this song. I've always loved this song. And yeah, I'm going to see if I remember it. Because like I said, I only played it on stream once. I ran over it a little bit today. I had to look the words up again, but remind me of the words in chat if I forget them. This is going to be our last one tonight, y'all. Thank you so much for sticking around. Of course, we do this every Monday night. Fuck, y'all know. Y'all know. Some people say a man is made out of mud, but a poor man's made out of muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. Well, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up a shovel and I walked to the mine. Loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal, and the straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble, my middle name. I was raised in the chain break by an old mama. Now the brick Jeff Bezos trying to kick me around. Load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, you better step aside. A lot of men didn't, and a lot of men died. I got one fist of iron and another of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. 16 tons, Tennessee, Ernie Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all, thanks for tuning in so much. You know we love you. We know we appreciate you sticking around, putting up with our bullshit. It's always good to see everybody. Congratulations. unless you voted for Donald Trump, in which case I don't want you in my fucking stream anyway. Man, yeah, what a good weekend. Exhausting, but good weekend. That's going to be it for us for this week. Come back next week, Monday Melancholia, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here. Fancy Hat KY channel on Twitch. Please, please, please tell your friends. We're doing a lot of different stuff on this channel. Video games, of course. I'm playing Final Fantasy IX tomorrow night. Really starting to sink my teeth into my first playthrough of Final Fantasy IX on stream, doing it every Tuesday, and I love it a lot. Katie is streaming Skyrim on Wednesday evening afternoons now as we lead into hosting Dungeon Brush. She's going to start that at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. And this may be... I mean, Katie's played over 1,000 hours of Skyrim and has never played through the main quest line. And that's what the stream has been about. It's her first time in the main quest line, even though she's a fucking Skyrim expert. And I think this week or next week may actually be the finale. Like,
I think so.
You are damn close.
I hope so. I don't know. I've been kind of let down, honestly.
So if you want to catch Katie catching the end of the main Skyrim quest line for the first time in her life, be sure to tune in on Wednesdays. Of course, we've got the Tinderbox Circus talk show on Thursdays.
Which last week was just Among Us.
It just turned into Among Us last week.
Well, but also just leading up to all of the everything.
Right. Well, yeah, we were in the thick of, the vote counting and all of that.
I didn't know what else to do,
yeah.
Honestly. I was like, I don't... Ugh.
Yeah, no,
we just play games.
It was a good way to do it this week. But yeah, and there's going to be more streams coming, y'all. Still working on that variety stream. Now that we're through Halloween, maybe some of these weirdos will have the time to send me their shit. And more game streams coming. I don't know. We're getting into Sea of Thieves. Extra Life got us playing Sea of Thieves, and we're probably going to do that at some point. Anyway, again, thanks Charlie for the bits. I'm going to encourage somebody to dethrone you as soon as possible. Y'all, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being wonderful people. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We love you. Have a good night.